Just think of that
Joker's
one
home
meme.
turf.
That one meme of like Batman just smacking Robin.
Oh yeah, I know that one, obviously. I remember there was one episode of was it Powerpuff Girls, where fucking Mojo Jojo just wanted to chill. He didn't want to do anything anymore. He was just like, listen, I think I'm done doing villainy.
What was it? It was like it was on Instagram, and it was like when your girl tries to copy you in an argument, and it's Bubbles acting like she's Mojo Jojo. It's like because I am not Bubbles, because I am Mojo Jojo.
Bubbles on her back, dude. And someone will be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'll be like, exactly. That was one of the few shows that got memed so hard online that they actually did not release the show. Which means that they knew deep down that shit was bad. Because if you genuinely thought that show was good, you wouldn't cast people. That shit would have died in the fucking room. On the you know, the planning table. They would have been like, why are we making a fucking adult remake of Powerpuff Girls? Like, doesn't this seem really fucking stupid? Like, why would we do this? I don't know. There's this like weird trend that we have to make everything gritty, realistic. Like all your favorite heroes from when you were a kid ended up being failures type shit. And it's just kind of tiring as like a meme. But I genuinely wish that the internet hadn't memed the Powerpuff Girls shit. And the reason I say that is because imagine if that episode came out and we got to watch it. Do you know how many sound clips I would have from that shit? The whole episode would just be on my soundboard. I'm not saying I wanted it to come out because I think it'll be good. I'm literally saying the opposite. I think I wanted it to come out because it's so bad. And I wanted to have sound clips and all that other shit. It's like the dub episode of Interspecies Reviewers. We have one episode of Interspecies Reviewers.
Never getting a dub, by the way.
One episode. They dubbed one episode, probably by mistake. And that's all we're ever going to get. They will never, ever have a dub for it.
Never, ever,
Healer
ever.
Hero, they did not even bother having a dub for either, which really fucking pisses me off. Think about that. They know what they are or are not going to dub, dude. It's so stupid. America is such a fucking cuckold nation, man. Not as much as fucking the UK or France or Germany or Spain or Canada or Mexico or Australia. But what a fucking cuckold nation we live in, dude. That we can't even get a dub for funny-ass anime. Because someone will get mad somewhere.
There's a manga being turned into an anime called Do You Like Big Girls?
Oh, yeah, you told me about that a little bit.
Yeah. Again, he literally sleeps with most of the girls on that.
What?
Yes. He becomes like essentially
that.
the manager. He essentially becomes like the manager slash coach for his sister's college volleyball team, and essentially all the girls there are taller than him, and he ends up like having sex with some of them.
And people get mad at me when I meme Healer Hero, dude.
And I'm just sitting here like, there's no way this is getting an anime.
There's no way it's getting a dub. That's the bigger fucking question. You're not allowed to dub things that appeal to men.
Well, no. Is it sex? No, it's mostly like real, like, ecky scenes.
I don't even know what the difference is. I'll be honest with you, Chief. It's all the fucking same to me.
But it's just like, when it's just like with Healer Hero. It's just like, bruh, what the fuck?
There's nothing on Healer Hero you haven't seen on Game of Thrones. Probably less, too. Healer Hero is just more wish fulfillment. That's like the biggest thing about Healer Hero. It's wish fulfillment. It's fantasy bullshit. But if you could watch Game of Thrones, nice job, Robin. Now, that, by the way, I'm gonna get penalized because Robin jumped down like that, mind you. What an asshole. Yeah, so Robin jumped early, and now I have to go down and run around all over again because he's an asshole. That's nice. But it was hot when Game of Thrones did it, too. I think that's probably the biggest problem, is that, like, it's okay when Game of Thrones does it. I was actually surprised how many major TV shows have cheating plot lines. There has to be some intentional normalization of that shit, man.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy when you see like how we've become a society that's normalized.
Yeah, we
like
normalize cheating. We sensationalize it would be probably better. It's fucking ridiculous. Like
it's like whatever happened to wholesome nuclear family shit.
I mean, not even nuclear family. Just like, can we have a show where that doesn't happen? Like, it even happens in How I Met Your Mother. That's like one of the worst episodes of the fucking show.
There's this space show Seth MacFarlane's in.
Actually, let me make sure nothing comes on in 20 minutes, so I'm not missing some major show I want to see.
His wife ends up sleeping with some alien, and that's why he broke his girlfriend.
What the
And that's why they broke up. And then he ends up sleeping with the same alien after they broke up. And the thing is with this alien is,
I hate everything you're saying.
It's like the alien releases a pheromone that just makes people do that.
If I wrote something like this, Max, it would be Tuesday, but moreover, people would be mad at me.
Also, what else? Like, freaking Invincible, in the comics, Mark goes missing for like a year or 5 or so, right?
You're not gonna spoil something major, are you? Before I get someone angrily fucking messaging me, you need to stop Gundam Otaku next time from spoiling a show I'm actively watching.
Let's just say something happens along that line, and it like tries to get and it's like
I think
Mark
I know
is
what you're
okay
talking
with
about,
it.
but
Yeah,
I don't like to spoil things that are like kind of recent.
But again, it's like it's like, bro, it's like it's fine when a woman does it, but it's like,
well, right. I mean,
are we really normalizing
I'm fine
this?
with that. No, I'm fine with that because it's like, it's enough of a fantasy show that I think it's kind of whatever. I just think like certain things aren't illegal but are immoral, if that makes sense, right? So like a lot, like I don't know. I feel like the amount of plot lines of it being okay.
Ads
oh my god, yo! I was outside today. 2 M104 buses had the fucking most sex ads. I'm like, dude. When did this become okay? Because I'm thinking back to my childhood, dude. Like, remember, this is like some like I don't know, man. Like, I feel like they would not have had those. I'm thinking, like,
bro,
ads.
what are y'all gonna do when there are kids around? Like,
yeah, you have to explain to your fucking 5-year-old what the Museum of Sex is. I mean, it's not impossible. It's just like, oh, this is gonna be a very awkward conversation with my 5-year-old. When you're older, son. That's what my family would have done. They would have been like, no, that's for adults when you're older. So you spend your whole childhood wondering what the hell the Museum of Sex is and whatever the fuck. And then you get older and it's like, oh, this is just on a random bus in broad daylight, by the way. Like, this is not like some hidden shit.
I was just sitting there like y'all are really allowing this? Are y'all really allowing this?
Yeah, like, dude, what? When I was a kid, I can't remember the first time I saw a Mo Sex ad. By the way, absolute dog shit fucking place, absolute dog shit.
Then somebody will be like, don't be such a prude.
It's not about being prudes, it's just stupid. It's not even a good museum, right? Like, why do we need to have a museum for that anyway? Why is it not in like a fucking anthropology exhibit somewhere? That's really what it is. It's just a glorified anthropology exhibit.
Fucking anthropoid.
Yeah, for anthropoids, obviously. Stupid, man.
No, but it's.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to go see the dinosaurs, dude. Fuck that. I want to go see dinosaurs. Oh my god. How many weekends do we have until fucking Dark Knight? Do you know?
I think it's May 27th.
So we have what, like all of April, the majority of May, and then what? One more week in March? You think we could beat the main story of multiple DC games by then?
Probably.
Probably what, 2 weeks a game, basically? 4 sessions?
Yeah.
How much? So what is it? 3 more games? Because we have. I guess we're doing the villain plot. Because they're technically just prequel levels. Although technically we don't have to stop.
I mean, the way Lego Batman works is the Dark Knight Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Let's see how it worked because.
Well, I'm sure it's not like a sequel to this. I'm sure it's like a original story. I can't wait for a Lego game to be one of the top games of the year, by the way. Uh-oh. Take your time. You're scaring me, though, Max. Robin, are you okay, man? Do you need help? Have I not trained you well enough, Robin?
So it's gonna be broken up into 6 chapters errors. So it's gonna have an original story inspired by film and other media from the Batman franchise. So essentially we're gonna see elements from like the Arkham games in there.
There you go. I think that's everything we need. Okay. Oh, or that. You know, if this is Joker's base, why is everything disassembled? Good question. I like how the majority of the game is just the fucking glide suit. Because, like, what else are you gonna use? It's the Bat! What? Why is there a ladder there then? Are you guys fucking trolling me? Oh my god, dude. These fucking Lego games are so stupid.
I'm gonna kick the ladder out from under you.
I love ladder kickers. Nothing thrills me more than someone getting their own, and then you don't get to get your own because they're too busy pulling the ladder up after themselves. And then we could all bitch about boomers online doing the same thing, but it's okay when we do it.
You know, the dude, you probably saw some clips of Jackass. You know the midget on there?
The who?
Wee Man, from Jackass.
Oh, Wee Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
Wee
in
Man.
one interview he says he doesn't like Peter Dinklage.
Really?
He said Peter
Apparently
Dinklage
a lot of
ruined
little people don't like Peter Dinklage.
Yeah, because apparently he ruined like acting for a lot of little people because of what he said. Because do remember the live action Snow White movie
Yeah.
that was supposed to happen? They weren't gonna
was
use
dog shit
actual
anyway.
dwarves. Yeah.
Think about that. One of the few roles that they actually get to use, and Peter Dinklage is over here like, you know, actually, I think you guys probably shouldn't get anything. Oh boy.
I'm just like, yeah, Peter Dinklage. Really, man? You gotta ruin it for little people everywhere, bro?
Yeah, ladder kickers, dude. I remember when having Dinklebot in Destiny was considered like a big deal. Remember that? That was like a huge sign of quality for Destiny 1. And then I guess they couldn't pay him anymore, or they just didn't want to bring him back for whatever reason. So they had to re-record all of the Destiny 1 Dinklebot lines. Because remember, when you go to the Vault of Glass, and this is something I bitched about back then, and people were like, it's not a big deal, when it totally was, and you guys are fucking coping. you go into the Vault of Glass, and there's basically like no narrative design at all for it. You're just playing.
You are hoping and pleading.
Yeah, like you're just running around in the Vault of Glass. There is the fucking ghost has nothing to say. It doesn't even make sense from a narrative design. It's like, why would the ghost be chatty in every single other mission, and then you do the raid, which should be like the pinnacle of the fucking game, and it has nothing to fucking say at all. Like, how does that even make any sense? And the bottom line is that it just doesn't. They just didn't get him back to voice his lines. That's all. They just did not get Dinklebot back to voice his lines, so eventually they replaced him with Nolan North, who I guess is just always available because, you know, I'm not gonna be mad at him for it. Bro is over here making mad cash. Bro, where the fuck is Robin? Oh, I guess I don't need him. Dude, the Robin AI in this is dog shit, man. Like, what the hell is going on? The AI is just awful. This is like Tales of Arise AI. Just actively fucking everything up. Good thing I don't need him right now, but in 5 minutes I'm gonna need him. I'm gonna go back and find him. Oh no, here we go. I won't need him. Aren't I lucky? He's gonna teleport. Bro got stuck like 10 minutes ago. I'm over here ranting about fucking Destiny. And it sucks because I like Destiny, but like Destiny and Division over here like rebooting their games, it just makes no sense to me. It's like, dude, why are we rebooting MMO style games? That's one thing I'll give Warcraft, is I could still play Warcraft today with the same characters I had 10, 15, 20 years ago. Literally almost 20 years ago at this point. The bigger question is, do I want to play World of Warcraft? That's the bigger question. Okay.
Who will watch Game of Thrones? Who will like Game of Thrones?
I mean, back in the day, that was like synonymous. Like, who the fuck didn't like Game of Thrones way back when? Game of Thrones was considered to be like one of the most quality TV shows for 4 seasons on the fucking ever. And today, you can't even be hard-pressed to find someone who will compliment it, because it just ended so poorly. It's like, well, who cares? And that's how you know that when people say it's not about the ending, it's about the journey, that is like super copium that could only work on video games. Because the minute Game of Thrones was over, that shit was terminated, dude. No one is fucking hyped for Game of Thrones anymore. Maybe a little bit of House of Dragon from the hardcores that actually still care. But like, do you really want to sit around and fucking watch a show that you know ends terribly because it was a rushed ending? Miyamoto was dead on the fucking money, man. Something that's rushed is forever bad. Like, goddamn. I have never seen a series fall off as fast as Game of Thrones. Within months, not even months, within weeks, people have abandoned it. People fight more for Star Wars, dude. And that's an actual losing battle. I would never fight for Star Wars. This is the longest level in the game, by the way. Whoops. The Mad Hatter. Sadly, I don't think Calendar Man's in this game. I wish he was. I have to make thumbnails for this, by the way. Robin. Please. Oh, you just walk on it. Oh, he falls in the goo. See, that's cool. They actually like try to have little mechanics and stuff in the fight. I like that. I like when games try to mix it up. I mean, that's why people love the Batman series so much. It really is just Mr. Freeze material, but whatever. I mean, like, can you blame him? Okay, damn. He puts up no fight whatsoever.
Black Ops 7 being one of the most disappointing launches ever.
Especially for the budget.
Like, bro, what were y'all thinking?
I don't know, man.
We're gonna have a co-op campaign that's just this, and it doesn't work.
They need to stop with these fucking co-op campaigns, dude. I'm sorry. I think the era of co-op has come and gone. Just for anyone wondering. In case you're contemplating putting co-op in your horror or FPS game, probably don't.
Yeah, because remember when it came. Remember that early concept gameplay for Resident Evil Requiem?
No, it was gonna be co-op.
Yes.
Man, thank God. Why would they do that after the best received Resident Evil games are fucking not co-op?
I mean, I think Resident Evil 5 was a good game.
By the way, here's my favorite supervillain. She cannot stand alone. She's Harley Quinn. They need to stop doing this modern day Harley Quinn doesn't need Joker shit. It just makes it look really stupid every time. Oh no, they have fucking Gordon! I don't want to know what's about to happen. The last time the Joker kidnapped Gordon, nothing good happened.
No.
You know exactly
Under the Red Hood. Under the Red Hood. You know, watching it and then watching that scene where Jason's like, I'm not asking you to kill Penguin. I'm not asking you to kill Two-Face. I'm asking you to just kill him. And then Bruce is like, it would be so easy, but I can't cross that line. And I'm just sitting here like,
that's not reasonable.
I'm just like, you remember when he put Barbara in a wheelchair?
I think what hits home the most is that the post scene of that is like just showing like a playground. It's showing the loss of innocence that fucking Jason Todd had. It almost feels kind of sad because, you know, at the end of the day, when people hated him, he was just a kid, you know? Like yeah, like it's a little bit of toxic fan basing a bit. It's like, this dude was a kid. Yeah, the story might not have been great, but at the end of the day, he was still a kid. And because of people wanting him to be brutally fucking murdered in a comic.
Yeah, oh, Jason, oh, yeah, Jason was just a shitty kid, and it's like, why aren't y'all saying that about, but then y'all okay with Dick? Yeah, but Dick was different. Dick was raised by parents that actually loved him. Jason's mom was a druggie.
Yeah, pretty brutal life that fucking Red Hood lives. That's why I don't see Red Hood as a villain, honestly. I just see Red Hood as like alternate Batman. Like, look, enough of the fucking bullshit. Just kill these fucks. Like, it's Punisher tier. It's like, I'm done dealing with this shit. It's time for people to just do what, Max?
Die and lose.
Die and fucking lose, baby. Enough is enough. I'm with Punisher on that one.
Like, bro, at one point, freaking Clark kills Joker, which sets off the Injustice timeline.
Yeah, he's like, Bruce, what the fuck, dude? It was really this simple the whole fucking time. Why didn't you just call me to do it?
I mean, the thing is, it led into a full-on a full-on dictatorship.
Okay, well, yes, but that's the Injustice timeline. I'm not excusing that. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying what happened afterwards was good. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. Why do we... Look at the Robin AI, by the way. It's fantastic.
Like, Superman literally just drives his entire arm through...
Yeah, he Homelanders him. Yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna Homelander you.
Because essentially what Joker did was... he linked a nuke to the heartbeat of Lois Lane, had Superman hit with fear gas, and had him thinking he was fighting Doomsday. So, him thinking that he's fighting Doomsday is him beating up his pregnant wife. I'm just like,
that's the most Joker-coded shit I think I've ever seen, by the way. But, like, I will say this, I do think the the evil Superman trope is just kind of done to death. And I said this before, like, when I was watching Invincible, and, you know, The Boys and all this stuff, is like, I don't know, man, like, maybe I'm just kind of tired of these, like, nihilistic, grim, overly gritty reality stories, you know, like... It could just be like, it's not bad when it's done in parts, you know what I mean? But like when that's the only major shit you have is like everything sucks.
Mark, you'll outlive everyone. You'll outlive all these creatures.
Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of sick of the evil Superman trope. It's kind of over the top at this point. It's just in too much shit. Personally, that's how I feel. It's in too much shit. Mom? It's done too much. We could keep her as a pet. That led to that Mortal Kombat interaction, which is so fucking funny to me. I don't think of her as a wife. I think of her more as a pet. When I take over Outworld, I'll keep you and your daughters as pets. And Sindel is like, what?
Yeah, if I was Mark and I heard my dad say that, I'd crash out too.
That's probably one of my favorite fucking things, dude. Sindel has a completely valid reaction to hearing that. Like, what? Like, you can't even be mad. You're like, you can't even utter out the words like the audacity or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, how do you even begin to describe some dude saying he's gonna take you and your daughters as pets? You can't even comprehend like what the fuck this dude even just said. You are quite literally discombobulated after this dude says that shit.
It's just like, who would win the fight? Omni-Man or Homelander?
Omni-Man. Omni-Man. Homelander is losing to dudes who just got their powers 30 minutes ago. He's actually getting no-diffed by two dudes who have not had Compound V their whole lives until 30 minutes ago. So no.
Homelander's biggest issue is he has not faced off against people that are actually stronger than him.
But that's the thing. He faces off against people who are objectively weaker than him. So because he's never had, like, you know, competition, right? He's never had to go up against dudes his power level or more and emerge victorious. Like, every Homelander fight has been, I'm just stronger than you. Like, that's it. Like, there's nothing else to it. Like, I have superpowers, you don't. I'm putting my arm through your chest. He's never had to fight someone who actually could fight on a fair level.
Please let me go. Alright, I'll let you go.
Like, that's Homelander's thing. But ironically, and people don't like it when I say this, he's the most interesting character in the fucking show because he actually has some moral dilemma. At least he had moral dilemmas. And that makes him infinitely more interesting to watch than whatever Huey is doing, because whatever Butcher's doing, whatever half these characters are doing, it's way more interesting to watch Homelander. Now, if only the show would stop being fucking partisan writing for 5 minutes and go back to a made it good, then maybe we get somewhere with it. But
I love how Homelander's like, we're gonna assassinate the president. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck?
What the fuck ever, dude. But that's basically it. You watch that show just to see Homelander's silly antics, and then you go back and you fucking, you know, like that's the show. You just watch for Homelander to do things, and then whatever, you know, afterwards you watch the boys like fumble shit. You watch Starlight do whatever the fuck she's doing. You watch fucking the fake Gal Gadot lady, I forget her name, do whatever.
Maeve. Queen
Yeah,
Maeve.
Maeve. Yeah, Maeve. You watch Maeve
Well,
do
yeah,
whatever.
she's no longer. She doesn't have her powers anymore. Remember?
No, I don't fucking remember because I don't watch the show, dude.
She lost her powers because she essentially stops like Soldier Boy from exploding on everybody, and essentially because what happens is, he released these nuclear blasts that can actually like neutralize the V in somebody's body.
What
Like
the
that's
fuck
why
ever,
Kimiko
bro.
didn't have her powers for like a few episodes.
See, this dude watches this shit, and then against my will, he tells me things about shows I even told him I don't care about, but whatever. I just don't really care about half of these shows anymore. Like, it was good watching during COVID, maybe, right? When you just didn't have anything else to watch. Today, I just don't really care anymore. It's like, I'd rather play video games, maybe watch a little bit of anime, but odds are, if it's from the West, I probably don't care anymore. And that's sad, because, you know, you would think, like, here's the time period where you have all the content you could ever hope to watch, and, like, 90% of it, I just don't care. It's just boring. It doesn't vibe with me. Like, I don't know, man. Evil Superman stories, I'm just kind of done with.
Funny enough, they have an evil Superman. He's called Ultraman.
No, right, but, like, I don't know.
He's like he leads an entire criminal empire, essentially.
Like, do you really want to watch another story where, what if Superman was evil? Like, I don't know, man. Like, a couple times, sure, I kind of like the Injustice a little bit. But, like, do I really want to sit here and be like, oh, well, you know, let's watch more of my favorite characters be evil and depressing and losers? That's what will really get me to show up.
Can't forget the Justice Lords.
The who?
You remember Justice League? The Justice League cartoon?
Not enough, apparently. I probably need to rewatch it.
So, there's a plot line, essentially that gets referenced a lot, where the Justice Lords the Justice League literally becomes the Justice Lords in another dimension because of the fact Superman kills Lex Luthor, who became president.
It's basically soft injustice.
Yes. And the Justice Lords, like, do things very differently to the extreme. Essentially they end up going to Arkham Asylum to go rescue Flash, because in that timeline, Flash died. Flash dying is literally what sets off the Justice League to become the Justice Lords in that alternate dimension. So what happens is that freaking Superman goes to the Arkham Asylum, essentially, and this is like it's a sunny asylum. It's not the dark place that it was before. But guess what happened to all the supervillains?
They're dead. They get murdered.
They got lobotomized.
Oh, problem solved. As long as it didn't, as long as they didn't hurt Catwoman, I'm cool with this
They're
outcome.
just like, hello, sir. How are you feeling?
Hi, Bats. It's been a while, hasn't it? I always love
no,
seeing
Joker
you,
doesn't
Bats.
talk like that. Like, Joker is completely cured.
Oh my god, what Clockwork Orange definition of the word cure are you using right now? Which, funnily enough, Clockwork Orange has two different fucking endings, so...
Batman, the Justice Lord Batman and Justice League Batman, because, you know, essentially all the Justice Leaguers escape. All the Justice Leaguers are trying to get ready to fight the Justice Lords. Justice League Batman and Justice Lord Batman are fighting in Justice Lord Batman's Batcave. And and then Justice League Batman's telling Justice Lord Batman, "You think this is okay? This is a dictatorship." And then through the dialogue, Justice Lord Batman literally says, "Yes, I will gladly do this, just so nobody becomes just like that, just like a kid, a kid who loses his parents just because of a punk with a gun."
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm like, wrong? That's a low.
Was he wrong?
That when I was a kid, that didn't hit as much. But when I really think about it now, I was like, that's low, bro.
Was he wrong, though? Like, I know it's very easy to be like, oh, well, Batman should just do what he does forever, but was he wrong? Think about how fucked it was that Gotham is such a shithole that, like, his family just gets murdered in front of him for no other reason. They just wanted to walk home through an alley real quick. Like, don't you think that's, like, super fucked? So anyway, let me tell you about New York. Ah, damn it. They shot me. You're not allowed to shoot me. This isn't a Predator sequence.
Yeah, and I told you, like, essentially they're driving through Gotham. And Justice League Batman's like, where this is Gotham? Where's the litter? Where's the graffiti? Gotta enforce the small laws to make sure the big laws matter.
You know, like, people will say that's overkill, and then and I don't know, maybe all over the city, but especially in Manhattan, people will just have their dogs shit all over the place. And they know that they shouldn't do that, right? Like, they know they're not supposed to have their dogs shit all over the sidewalk when it snows. And then what people will do is they'll be like, oh, well, they just don't want to pick up after their dog, and they know that the snow is going to hide it until it melts. And so people will just literally have their dogs shit over everything nonstop. And then they'll hide it. It's like, well, wait a minute. Like, you want to have a dog, and then you don't want to actually take care of it. You don't want to pick up after it. Like, yeah, you know, you just are lucky that there's no fucking, like, super Chinese tier security system watching your every move and seeing when you break the law. Like, you know, like, it's bullshit. And, like, I would appreciate it if people just had enough onus and responsibility to not do that. You want to have a dog, you clean up after the fucking dog. So, you know, I kind of understand that. I don't know if I agree with the extent that he goes to with it, but, you know, I can kind of understand
essentially,
it.
what happens is that, like, they see this man making a whole big deal about the bill he got. $15 for a steak? What kind of math is that? And the police come in and arrest him. And then Justice League Batman's just like, they would love it here. Well, before that, he stops at the red light. Justice Lord Batman's like, what are you doing? It's like small laws, remember? But then they see the man getting arrested. Justice League Batman's just like, they would love it here. Justice Lord Batman's like, who? Mom and Dad. He's just like, Justice Lord Batman's just like, just drive.
No, I don't want to
Because
hear
you
about
know, because you know, somewhere deep in his deep down, like in the back of his mind, Justice Lord Batman's like really debating whether or not his parents would have actually agreed with this.
Nah, it's less about if they agree with it and just more like people don't want to do the right thing. I mean, it's fucked, but it's also true. You would be surprised how much dog shit was on the streets, man. As soon as the snow started to melt, it was crazy, dude. It was absolutely disgusting. Professor Jonathan Crane, aka the Scarecrow, is a twisted scientist whose fear toxin stimulates the phobias of his victims. He uses his biplane to rain terror on the citizens of Gotham City from the skies, causing havoc with his scare gas bombs. It's absolutely silly, dude. Uh-oh. Well, we can't shoot him down. It'll cause a fucking biohazard. Maybe.
Yeah, well, fast forward the episode, the Justice Lords try to go into the Justice League dimension, try to do the same thing they did in their dimension.
Bro, stay in your own fucking dimension.
And guess how they get beaten?
I don't know.
Lex Luthor from the Justice League dimension uses a neutralizer gun and neutralize the Justice Lord's powers.
So why doesn't he just do that to the Justice League?
He's like, oh, you know what? Having you owe me a favor is worth it.
No, but why doesn't he just do that to the Justice League then?
Well, no, they temporarily took him out of jail. He was arrested before.
Well,
and he knows if he does that, he's gonna be in for it.
Oh yeah, they're definitely gonna fucking throw him in the Phantom Zone. 100%. I hate how it takes control away from you for these moments. Yeah, I don't have a lot
Yeah.
of Lego Batman stuff myself, by the way.
Fast forward, they go through the whole. They fight against Lex Luthor when he fuses himself with Brainiac.
He
And
does
essentially-
what?
Yeah. So
Bro,
this
spoiling
last,
like 50 fucking plot lines for me today, man.
so the last ditch effort is this is Flash. Essentially, what Flash does is he runs right. He runs around
Yeah,
the
he
world
does.
constantly to the point where he's like super sonic speed punching Lex Luthor because he's using the speed to like power his punches, and it's to the point where essentially he revs up his hand to separate Lex and Brainiac, but then it causes him to disappear because of the fact he ran so much. And then a Martian Manhunter is like, wait, he's alive. He's somewhere and then they're like, wait, right here. And a portal shows up. And then like all of them are like trying to grab onto him, telling him, you don't have to go. It's like, it's so beautiful here. The Speed Force.
I'm
pull them
sorry.
all out.
I will say this, and people are going to get mad at me, and I don't want you to take this as a knock on the Flash show. I think the Flash is cool because he's witty and he's kind of funny. I think the Speed Force is like really not that interesting. I think it's really lame. And that's going to be controversial, but I just kind of don't care about like.
If you ever feel like
I run out of reality, but you know.
If you ever, because he ends up fighting Reverse Flash in the Flashpoint Paradox.
What was the thing where it was like, I fucked your mom, Flash? It was actually me. What's the meme?
I don't know about
There's
that.
some meme where like Reverse Flash, like I don't know, dude. It's just weird.
So essentially, the Flashpoint Paradox is Flash is fighting Reverse Flash, and they run to the point where there was a disruption in the timeline. Superman is essentially locked up in some underground facility by the government under Red Sun. Instead of Bruce's parents dying, Bruce dies from the shooter, his mother becomes the Joker, and his father becomes Batman. But he doesn't have all the fancy equipment, he just has the bat costume and uses 2 pistols. Wonder Woman and Aquaman essentially have an affair that leads to Aquaman's wife getting killed, and essentially a war between the women
Atlantis
of
and
Themyscira.
Amazon. Or
Yeah.
Themyscira, yeah, that's what it's called.
Yeah.
What even hit me? What the fuck just hit me? I have no idea. Oh, I'm hitting that. What? What? Are those like turrets? What in the fuck is even going on? I guess they are.
I mean, it's interesting. The Justice League show was interesting enough because Green Lantern, Jon Stewart, you know, he had a thing with Hawkgirl at one point.
He did? Oh, he did have a thing for
Yes,
Hawkgirl.
and remember the Thanagarian invasion happened.
No, I don't remember that part.
Yes, so because of that, they ended up breaking up, and he ended up in Justice League Unlimited, he ends up dating Vixen, who essentially wears this amulet that gives her different type of abilities from animals.
I don't really remember a lot of Justice League Unlimited because I barely watched it. That was kind of on when I was out of TV for the most part. I remember Justice League because that was, I think, 2003, and it was like a big cartoon at the time. That was considered to be like a big fucking cartoon at the time. But if you're asking me, do I remember
There was a Justice League movie, and essentially it was about how Vandal Savage managed to hack the Justice League servers and found out about Batman's contingencies for the Justice League. All of it is resolved, but then the Justice League is like having this meeting as to whether or not they can keep letting Batman be in the Justice League, if he's gonna have a contingency for people like this.
Answer is yes, you clowns. I remember when they had the Justice League debut, it was like some alien invasion or something.
Yes, it was supposed to be the New 52. Yeah.
Yeah, they had like some alien invasion on the first episode, and I remember thinking as a kid, like, dude, Batman doesn't have any powers. Like, what the fuck is Batman supposed to do against like aliens? Like, he doesn't have any superpowers. He's not, you know, Superman or Wonder Woman or Flash.
Batman is actually the craziest in the Justice League show because he literally. So the Thanagarians, what they try to do is they try to make a device that can like make a portal for their people because they're fighting a war and they need a new home. And Batman's idea is to crash the watchtower into the portal device on Earth so that they can't do it. And then he tell like Flash, and Martian Manhunter go on the watchtower. They stop the Thanagarians. But then Batman puts them all in a escape pod, and he says, "It's been an honor, gentlemen," and launches the escape pod because Batman is going to ram the watchtower right into the device.
That's
so then
I knew I was
Superman
gonna be a
hears
Batman
about
fan,
this.
by the way.
Superman literally flies in there and just saves him at the last moment.
I feel that was the first episode, right?
No, that was the last episode.
Was it?
The Justice League.
So what was the first episode? Was like that hour-long debut they had, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe there was another crash, but yeah.
I can't remember, dude. I'm trying to remember shit that happened 23 years ago. I can't remember the exact criteria or the exact, you know, time it happened and shit. I just remember really liking that shit when I was a kid. I was like, this shit is cool as fuck, dude. That's what I mean. Like, you were eating so well as a kid, man. With all these different TV shows and shit. Like, these dudes were watching Teen Titans the other day. One of our former friends was watching Duck Dodgers. And I was like, this is all like 2003, I'm pretty sure. I think it was also Billy and Mandy was 2003. But I think Evil Con Carne was 2001. I always thought Evil Con Carne was fucking hilarious. I love that show, by the way. But it didn't last. Like, Billy and Mandy had more seasons. Billy and Mandy is just straight fucking unhinged, by the way. Just complete fucking unhinged bullshit. How is Scarecrow immune to the fucking bullets I'm shooting, dude? What the fuck are we talking about right now?
What about Codename Kids Next Door?
I was never a big fan of K&D. I'm sorry, I just wasn't. And something about it it was not my fucking cup of tea. I didn't like it. I actually thought half the cast was annoying as shit. Didn't like the theme, didn't like a lot of it. I don't know, man, I didn't really care for K&D. Just like, I thought Jimmy Neutron was a cool concept. I just didn't like most of the episodes. And, you know, like, all these shows, like, try to have weird, like, love, romance plot lines for their main characters. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't care about any of that in Nickelodeon shows. Nickelodeon shows were awful when it came to fucking any main character plot lines. With the sole exception of Avatar.
I didn't think much about it, but, you know, as a kid. But honestly, the whole, you know, freaking Helga liking Arnold and then like making fun of him, I didn't think of it as much as a kid, but now I realize it, and now that I'm older, it's like that's really fucking stupid. Like, don't waste my time.
I kind of remember this now. Here we go. Yeah. You don't like the part where Helga treats him terribly for no other reason than she's just like a bipolar bitch? I know she's 13, by the way, but that shit was getting straight on bullying at points, man. This dude was just getting straight up bullied by someone who's supposed to like him because she can't control her emotions. That was like some anime shit. Really ridiculous.
Mind your own business, football head.
Just straight up bullying this kid.
You know what other game we had that was good? I think what we were eating good with? Marvel Rise of the Imperfects.
I have never heard of this.
Yeah, it was like a It was like one of those weird arena fighting games.
You remind me of Rayman Arena.
Oh, happy birthday to Gary Oldman.
Oh,
He was the
shit.
one that played Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah, Commissioner Gordon, yeah.
He
Dude,
also
the
voiced, he
Nolan
was the
movies are so
original
good, man.
voice of General Grievous.
Oh, shit, what? Yo, that's like
Yeah.
some J. Jonah Jameson shit, man. Fucking,
But he had to
what's his
drop
name?
out because of union things.
Damn, I fucking hate that, man. That happened to Ash Ketchum's voice actress, Veronica Taylor. They had like some weird dispute over pay or something, and they never brought her back. Her and Brock's voice actor. Well, do we arrest anybody here anymore? Yeah, I mean, most of my childhood was playing games, for what it's worth. It wasn't a lot of watching stuff, to be fair. I don't know. That's just kind of how I grew up. It was watching a lot of shows, like a couple here and there. Like, I watched Teen Titans when it was on. But, you know, back in the day, there was no Netflix, you know? Like, if you weren't watching it live, you pretty much were out of luck. We never had a DVR. I never had one. So, like, I had tapes that I recorded a couple episodes on, right? So you could kind of watch it, but this is, you know, back in, what, 2004, 5, 6, 7? And then after I lost all those tapes, well, they got thrown out way later, but, you know, after that, I was just kind of like, oh, well, whatever, you know? I was just like, okay. That's kind of how all my great stories start. Like, I had this thing, and then it was thrown out one day, and I just don't have it anymore. Lady, why are you guys calm? Are they on like high off of fucking Joker gas? They're on that nitrous oxide. They're over here pulling out whippets.
On that galaxy gas.
Yeah, on that fucking galactic gas, dude. That other dimension shit.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Like, middle schoolers apparently using galaxy gas. I was like, bro.
Man,
when I was in middle school, we were not doing things
I
like
hate
this.
to sound like a fucking boomer, man, but when I hear about kids needing to subway surf or whatever, I really just I'm like, dude, do you have any self-preservation? Like, you know you're not supposed to do this. But I don't know, man. Like, maybe that's the difference between having parents that don't care and parents that will literally whip your ass. Like, I don't know. You know, you hear kids don't have fucking homework anymore. There's just no rigidity, no structure, no nothing. They just go home and fucking, I don't know, dick around. Look up stuff they shouldn't. Do homework or don't do homework. Just watch TikTok, play Fortnite. Just who cares? I think there's just a lot of who fucking cares and shit now, man. Why care about anything, you know? I don't want to put any effort into anything. I just want to be given all the rewards, and if I can't get all the rewards right away, I don't want to do it. How the hell is there a switch back there like that? I've definitely contributed to some of this too, by the way. It's such an awful feeling knowing that I've contributed to the tourism problem with literally decades of fucking playthroughs. How will I ever recover from this? I have betrayed the very things I love so deeply. Robin, I'm gonna need you to be a bro. Okay, thank you. Never mind, I'll do it myself. wonder if this game inspired the Arkham games at all. Because you basically have like a lot of the powers you would have later. Because remember, most Batman games at the time weren't like very in-depth. You didn't have like a lot of the stuff that like the Arkham games would innovate on, you know? Most Batman games were just beat-em-ups, because most superhero games, in fairness, were beat-em-ups. That's why like the first Predator sequence in Arkham when you're in the asylum is like a huge fucking deal.
Just imagine how good, like, just imagine the kind of planning Joker went through for Arkham Asylum. I'm gonna get caught by Batman, wheeled into Arkham Asylum,
to use
and I'm gonna
Bane's
get
bullshit.
Yeah.
What a fucking good game, man. Remember, Arkham Knight came out at this point, what, almost 11 years ago?
Yep.
Like, yeah, I'm late to that party, but they haven't made a single new Arkham game since then. And like, you know, it's
Tell me
whatever.
how apparently Arkham Knight, a game that came out in 2015, was better. Well, it looked a lot better than Gotham Knight.
Yeah, because they don't care. That's the real truth. They don't care. That's why it looked a lot better, because they just don't give a shit about making things that look good. Once you realize that the entire game industry is just overbloated bullshit, run by people who don't give a shit if they make a good product or not, that's when things will start to make sense. It's all just a promotion system for people who just aren't innovative, they don't create anything, they just want to fucking show up. Hey, we heard that a lot of people buy these Batman games, so just put out a game with Batman. Okay, let's put someone in charge of it who has no idea what the fuck they're doing. And then we'll just browbeat people until they fucking accept it. But that just doesn't work with games. You can't browbeat people into buying a fucking discretionary product. That is something that they just don't need. It doesn't work like that. As much as I shit on Pokemon, I know I'm going to get my money's worth when I play a Pokemon game. Even now. It's just that I think that they could do way better, and they don't. Hell, some of the best bang for my buck was playing Counter-Strike mods for hours at a time. Just none of it was recorded. Not a single drop of it was ever recorded, sadly. I used to love doing that shit, man. I love those fucking Counter-Strike mod maps. Today, you can't even use the server browser. Counter-Strike is so fucked up today. Can't even use the server browser because it's just a bunch of people that use it to put their same server on like 100 times. And there's no way to look through it. What a shame. Ladies, people are drawing guns. You might want to run. Also, they all just use their fucking, you know, some established IP to promote whatever stupid politics or whatever other bullshit. So you just get kind of bored of it. Sometimes you just get angry. It's like, really? A bunch of fucking no talents are just gonna take some dude's fucking work and use it to promote their own bullshit and proponent their own politics over and over. It just gets tiring.
Tell these people, hey, why don't you stop ruining everybody else's thing? Oh, but if we make new things, it won't sell.
Yeah,
well,
they won't. That's the point.
I mean, don't you see the issue
How many
then?
people are gonna buy fucking Relooted, bro? You wanna buy Relooted?
Then maybe you should realize that these things
you
are
need
stupid.
a game at the end of it. No, you need a game at the end of it all. You need to fucking staple it to a game that people will care about. Because like the best example of this I can think of is Kojima. He does it, but he puts a game on top of it with a story that still is good regardless of if you agree with him or not. I might not like how much of his game is cutscenes, but whatever, you know, that's pretty much the number one
I love how
complaint.
that's the meme. Metal Gear Solid 4 isn't a game.
It's a movie. It's a fucking movie, dude. You're watching more than you're playing. It's a fucking movie. That doesn't make it a bad game. It's just not much of a game. Ironically, Phantom Pain has some of the most gameplay. And some of the least cutscenes per minute. But I mean, like, whatever. Like, I like Kojima games to an extent. No, just an act of terrorism. She's used to it. That's why she didn't care. Superhero. Ugh. There you go. It is what it is, man. Wait, Robin can't collect studs? The fuck? There you go. Put the bat bomb. Okay, Robin, you're an idiot. That's not my fault. Bro, what is going on in the other room? Is it a... What? Who is getting beaten up? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is... They're beating up this one poor woman. What the fuck? Why are they randomly beating up blonde women in here? What is this, Paris? The fuck is going on?
Who really said Paris, by the way?
Unbelievable, bro. It's like New York in 10 years. What in the shit? See, I blew her up. See, I'm advanced. Oh, this is the level with the disco. Oh, I love this level. I love this level so much. This level has the cool disco music in it. I put this shit on my iTunes. How much do you like disco, Max?
Not really.
Oh my fucking god, he's a man with no taste.
I like what I like. That's just it.
What the fuck do you even like, Max? Gundam,
Rock music.
Gunpla,
I mean, yes.
OnlyFans.
Now you see that.
Oh my god, relax! Relax. I would never gaslight one of my friends. There you go. You have to step on these.
Redo a healer not getting a dub. Interspecies reviewer is not getting a dub. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah, but we're willing to like give credence to weird shit like I don't fucking know.
There you go. Yeah! I love this shit. There's a fucking robot dancing. What the hell is even going on? This is like a crazy Batman theme, by the way. Okay, it loops. This would be my phone ringtone if I could change my phone ringtone on iPhone, because iPhones suck. Isn't that nice? Why the hell did I get an iPhone? Anyway. Imagine telling your fucking family you're moving to Gotham. Should also be mandated to tell them like where you want to be buried at that point. What? I got pushed through it, you know? That's good, actually. I don't get stuck under the ground or something. You know, some weird shit'll happen and I'll get stuck somewhere and I'll be like, wow, how could they make a Lego game where you could get stuck super easily? Yeah, let's not do that. I appreciate it, actually. It just feels like the vast majority of this game is like the same 2 or 3 major power-ups and then like a handful of side ones.
Listen, bro. I'll always be loyal to Sarah and Starfield.
Oh my god.
Nothing else matters.
He's simping.
Meanwhile, this dude will say it's hag maxing.
Hag max? Did I really say it's hag maxing?
Yes. Yes, you did. Oh, you really like that hag
She
max.
looks old. I'm sorry. She looks old. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know if it's just the way they rendered her face or if she's actually supposed to be that old, but what the fuck, dude? Hag maxing. Don't be a hater.
Hey, I say the same to you. Don't be a hater, bro.
No, it's okay when I hate.
You're a clown.
That's acceptable. Boom, boom, boom.
Listen, bro, all we need, like, they have the formula. Like, I don't know who Disney will ask to do it, but like,
No one. Because
literally
Disney
just
doesn't
make
want
a
to
Star
make
Wars
games.
game like Starfield, bro.
No, dude, you're of the mind that they will do the right thing by the fans because it will make them money. That's not how this shit works. If they wanted to do it, they would have done it already. They have all the money in the world and they can't figure out how to make a fucking shitty video game, dude. They don't want to do it. This is not like some small company or like Ubisoft or Square Enix. These dudes have the means, they have the people, they have the ability. They just don't want to. Oh, here we go. Whoops. Very nice. Squirt, squirt. Wet them up. What? How am I taking damage? Oh, because it's hot. You could forget that heat protection suit Batman's even a thing in this game, because you only use it in like 2 levels. Do they still make Lego games? I mean, okay, well they are, but like, they don't make them as often, do they? Like, I think now they're kind of slowed down. Like every game development cycle is slowed down, man. They used to have multiple Lego games a year, and then one day they were just like, you know, actually, let's have one. And then one day they were just like, you know, actually, let's have less than one a year. And I don't know, maybe you'll say that's a good thing potentially, but I don't know, man. Something is definitely lost when it takes like 3-4 years to get another meaningful sequel to a game, let alone a game like GTA, like... Come on. Get your knuckle sandwich, bitch.
It's gonna be very interesting to see Arkham sequences in a Lego game.
I mean, they already have the formula, so like technically it shouldn't be that ridiculous, right? Like, they know exactly what to do and how to do it. Hell, Spider-Man does it. More or less. I mean, like, Spider-Man Predator sequences, if you even want to call them that, are pretty fucking simple. Like, it is nowhere near the complexity of a Batman game. But to be fair, they probably just want a simpler game. Like, let's be fair, it's a fucking Sony game, okay? They're not here to do anything super crazy, right? They're not here to like push your buttons. It's pretty straightforward, you know what I mean? Like, Killer Moth uses guns. Do we just batarang him? Oh no, wait, this is metal, sorry. Good thing there's all these suit pickups, Batman. We would be in trouble.
Yeah, see?
Meow, you see, meow.
I remember Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito were at the Oscars announcing the award. And then they were talking about like when they were still playing villains in the Batman movie. And they were like, yeah, he beat me up too. Like, yeah, look at him sitting in the crowd over there like he's smug. All smug.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Shit, that's so bad, it's good.
You know, it was Arkham Knight, believe it or not, that made me kind of just empathize with Freeze.
For me, it was Arkham City.
It was Arkham City, but the more
my wife, dude, like that shit hurt.
Yeah, but when I played it,
part of it,
he has a DLC in Night, and the thing is, when I played it, I was like, you know what? Even more so, this guy, he just wants
his fucking wife back, bro. I genuinely think Freeze would just be out of this bitch. In 30 seconds, Freeze would quit. He'd be like, oh, I get my wife? I'm out of here. Goodbye, Batman.
I think he actually makes an appearance in Batman Beyond.
Oh shit, spray him! Oh, okay. We've been advised by our advertisers that we can't do that. No, we cannot murder Killer Moth on screen. My agent has advised us that we will move on to the next level. The Joker's clown-like appearance and big smile had a devious mind bent on creating as much trouble as possible for his arch-enemy, Batman. His array of weapons includes an electric hand buzzer, deadly machine guns, and laughing gas. I think there's a little more we could say about him, but whatever.
Batman.
Look at these dudes. He did a Matrix back dodge. To the top of the tower. Let me build it, damn it. No, let me build it, damn it. Thank you. I am the knight. I am Buttman. They infinitely respawn.
I
Which I
remember
guess they
watching
do.
a video of this one dude getting pulled over by the cops because he was driving the Batmobile from the Batman Begins movies.
Bruh, you mean a fucking tank?
Yeah, he
Yeah, no shit he
actually.
got pulled over. What?
They actually liked it.
Yeah, like, okay, the weapons aren't real, right? Okay, sure, but sir, please, you can't drive that. Bro, that shit is a fucking tank. They didn't just say, oh no, make a limousine with a fucking bat appearance. Christopher Nolan and them were like, you know what? Let's make it a fucking tank.
Lucius Fox literally shows it off to him.
What the hell is this for? I have no idea.
Lucius Fox just shows off the Batmobile, and you're just thinking, damn.
I'm like, who the fuck is he gonna be fighting with this?
What, is Batman gonna be participating in the Twisted Metal competition?
Yeah, honestly, is he going to war in Afghanistan? Uh-oh, it's Harleen Quinzel. Why are you pushing your own goons off?
Not what I meant to do.
Oh, Batman! Oh, Mr. J!
Proceeds to beat the shit out of her.
Dude, Harley Quinn would be a much better character without Joker. Let's make all of our posts bullshit about her. Everything after 2016 is Harley Quinn. B. There you go, wet her up. Just another day in Gotham, nothing major. Just disappears. I love these old games, man. The second they're out of frame, people just disappear and shit. I love that. That's so funny. Nothing like some good old Joker gas.
Yeah, I think being a hired goon for Joker would be worse.
Honestly, all the gangs are probably terrible to work for. All of your bosses are abandoning you at the first sign of trouble. Oh, sorry, Robin. There's not a single, like, Batman villain that would be good to work for. Not one. Not even the Gotham City Police Department would be that great. Man, they love this fucking magnet suit. Someone on the dev team absolutely loves it, and they made sure the walking speed for it was as slow as humanly possible. Oh shit. Oh my god, I missed. The glide suit. Like, I love how characters can just do all these crazy jumps and just think nothing about it. Like you see all these characters that are NPCs, like the Star Wars games have this. Like, you'll play Complete Saga, and some character is just gonna be doing like some crazy like jumps, and I'm just like, dude, you know, it's the mini boss thing. It's like, oh, you're a boss in an RPG, right? You know, like, when I get you in my party, you don't do none of this. Like, what is happening?
Yeah, it's like that meme. The boss when you're fighting against them, overpowered.
Death. In my party, pussy. Every fucking time, bro.
Oh, well, what is it? Kyogre. Before I capture it, completely dangerous.
Kyogre's definitely better than Groudon. Kyogre can solo the Elite Four. Ugh. Harley Quinn and the Joker. The Jonkler. The guy that had a countdown until he said the N-word. Was it Too Mad that showed up in that video? Oh, fucking hell, dude.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Died doing what he hated? Did he like Overwatch? I don't know. It's a tragedy. And like I said, I felt bad for Belle Delphine because she was genuinely torn up that her friend literally died, and people just made fun of her for being a fucking OnlyFans woman. And I was like, you know, like, look, any other situation, sure, but like, her friend kind of just died. Like, I feel like that kind of trumps it a little bit. Like, I get we like to make fun of OF thoughts, but they are still people, you know?
Yeah, but y'all can't take it easy with that, bro?
No, they could not even turn the roast off for one fucking day, bro.
Like, freaking Chuck Norris just died.
Well, that's because it's political.
And these people instantly take the chance to just try to shit on them and just like, alright,
there's no more decorum anymore. That's part of the fucking problem. We can't say, well, I might disagree with this person, but they're still a human and they still have a family, and it's still a loss that even if I disagree with them politically, you know, they were a good actor, they were a good person, you know, they believed in things. We have lost that kind of decorum, that ability to say that I might disagree with you politically, but I could still respect the art that you do and the work that you do. That doesn't exist anymore. As we know, even from our fucking friend group, you know?
No comment on that.
I mean, I don't expect Max to have a comment. That's fine. You are not allowed to disagree with people anymore. It is just straight murder.
Yeah, I think that's insane that people are really going that far just to screw with people like that. It's like, bro, nobody, like, we're all human. Nobody's gonna have the same opinion as you.
No, I'm not telling you that they're good people, you know? Like, I don't know. I have such a cynical view of most people, I don't really believe that anymore. Really, we have fucking water hoses? I mean, hey, it's working. What the hell? Who's even flying the Joker helicopter right now? It's just a goon.
Idiots! You idiots! He's on the gargoyles!
I can't get in the water skeeter. Yeah, and then they start destroying the fucking gargoyles, Max. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's the worst. That's the fucking worst, man.
Well, I mean, it's a Batman game. You gotta learn to
No,
adapt,
it's not
bro.
just a Batman game, dude.
You gotta learn to adapt, bro.
What say you to a handshake there, Batman? Come on, Batsy. Put your dukes up. Bitch, bitch, bitch. Okay. Now, you know what we have to do to Joker in prison, right?
Oh no.
I didn't write that movie. Don't be mad at me.
Let's just all forget that that movie exists.
I mean, yeah, but you know. Special combo Batarang. Oh my god, he has a fear of the fucking bat symbol. That's one thing I like about Arkham is it wasn't afraid to be kind of mature about the stuff too.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was
really
very
was not
Batman.
afraid to be a little bit of mature, you know, like we got people dying actually, like legitimately dying. I'm not against that. I think that was actually really cool. They did not treat you like a fucking child, and I think that's what set Arkham Asylum apart. Alright. Well, this was actually a pretty fun, refreshing thing to do. I mean, there's technically the villain content. I mean, I guess maybe we have enough time for one more story. Each story is about like 40 minutes, and then next week we'll just finish off this game, and then we could jump into Lego Batman 2. Okay, now free Selena Kyle. She didn't do anything wrong.
It's crazy when you hear some of these henchmen talking about, hey, if the Joker's dead, does that mean I got a chance at Harley Quinn? I'm like, are you...
You really want to go after Harley Quinn when she's grieving, brother? She's actually going to cut your cock off. You're going to regret saying those words at all. Now stand and look, Robin. Or a farm. Oh no, it's Calendar Man! It's Condiment Man! It's Condom Man! Oh my god. Alright, very nice. And that's what I mean. That's what I like about these Lego games is like even just beating the main story, you only get 22% done. Pretty peak.